So what is up guys, Nick here helping you to master your technology. Welcome to the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra versus the Galaxy S21 Ultra speed test. Let's begin with a boot up in 3, 2, 1. Now I didn't want to make this comparison earlier in the year because I was quite frankly disappointed with the S22 Ultra's performance out the gate. And I never experienced this on the S21 Ultra where it was having a little bit of choppiness and stuff like that. You know, some people say, well, that's Samsung. No, not really. The S21 Ultra was the best performing Samsung phone I've ever used, to be quite frank with you. And I want to see if the Galaxy S22 Ultra is in fact faster. So far, the S21 Ultra did boot up quicker than the S21 Ultra. Now keep in mind, these are both on Android 12, the latest versions of One UI, and they're both on the June security patch. July patch should be coming soon. All right guys, so let's go ahead and test the biometric security, or basically kind of see how fast they do unlock with the fingerprint sensors. And you can see it's not very different. Although the S21 Ultra's fingerprint looks about like it's in the same place, they do have essentially the same unlocking speed, and you can go ahead and unlock both of these with the camera up at the top. However, we're not going to test that here because there's no real true security to that. I have tested in the past, but overall getting into these phones is not a big deal of a difference. Another thing I do want to do is go ahead and kind of just go through the general OS and kind of see how it performs here, and you can see both of them pretty good. Although I have to mention, even to this day, I still sometimes see a little bit of a chop on the Galaxy S22 Ultra, especially when I first boot it up, and sometimes it'll just do a weird hang. But overall, generally speaking, both of them very good. But the S21 Ultra, for some reason, sometimes feels a little smoother. They both have 120 Hz display, which they are enabled right now, and no low power modes are enabled on these phones. Go to widgets, you can see widgets both perform well. And don't get me wrong, the S21 Ultra or the S22 Ultra actually performs a lot better than it did on day one. You can see the S21 Ultra was a little faster there, but overall we do have ourselves Snapdragon 888 over here, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and on the left we do have ourselves the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 with 12 gigs of RAM. So let's go ahead and get into the app test now. Okay guys, so we've arrived at the application portion of this speed test. Let's go ahead and close everything out. You can see everything is closed, and we'll begin with calendar. Now calendar seemed a little bit faster on the S21 Ultra. Let's go into calculator, about the same. We'll go into clock, and you can see that's about the same. We'll go into Instagram, and you can see pretty close. Let's go to profile page, and that's also pretty close there. And like I say, the S22 Ultra has performed better in prior updates, although I was not very happy with its initial launch performance. Let's come out of there. Let's go to Groupon. And I'm talking about not very happy in terms of a flagship grade like phone. It shouldn't have been any type of laggy at all, but it was when it first came out. But I'm much happier now. The scrolling sometimes still looks a little bit weird to me on the left, but overall you can see pretty good. And for those of you who were considering, should I just get an S21 Ultra? Absolutely, it's still a great phone. I mean, you can see it right here. It hangs right there with this latest and greatest S22 Ultra. Let's go into eBay, and you can see, and Samsung is not typically known to slow down performance over time, so you typically will get good performance for a long time. Let's go into Starbucks, and you'll see pretty close. I couldn't see that one. You let me know. Let's go into PUBG Mobile, and I didn't put too many applications because we're gonna get right into the games here. And let's see which one can load this one up first. Wow, is the S21 Ultra in the lead, or am I seeing things? Looks to me like it is. Both of them do have Adreno GPUs. Obviously, we have a newer one on the S22 Ultra, but again, there goes the S21 Ultra with the win over the S22 Ultra on the load. We start the matches based on, you know, the internet and matching up in the lobby and stuff like that, but you can play the same exact stuff on both of these phones. The S22 Ultra doesn't really provide you anything more in that element. Let's go into Asphalt 9, and which one's gonna win it out here? And some people are gonna say, oh, it's your finger, Nick. You're not a robot. It's not fast. You're not 100% accurate. And Asphalt says this is why. Look it. Now Asphalt's faster on the S22 Ultra. Look, I'm a human. I open these phones like you do. And you could see right here, S21 Ultra was behind by enough that I would say even if it was a perfect tap, that the S22 Ultra would have won this. So kind of depends on the app, depends a little bit on the game, stuff like that. You know, it really just comes down to that. Let's go into Crossy Road, a basic casual game, which both these phones can eat up for breakfast every day, no problem. You could see both of them went in there really easily. Let's head up out of there. We'll go into Dead Trigger 2, a classic game I've been opening for years. Maybe we should switch this out. Let me know if you got a game idea to switch this one out with. Let me know. Kind of like in the same type of range though, like the same type of genre, something like this. So you can see both very smooth. I'm running into walls and stuff. Let's go into Geekbench 5. And you can see that opens at about the same time. So you can see throughout this app test, they essentially have the same performance. The only thing I will tell you is that the S22 Ultra, sometimes the animations still don't look as smooth, but it's hard to see this unless you experience both of them. But both of them, almost identical performance, regardless of the fact that this has the older CPU and it's a year older than the Galaxy S22 Ultra. All right guys, so let's go ahead and run back through the applications to see if we do get any reloads on either phone. I don't expect either to reload as they both have 12 gigabytes of RAM. These are some of the best RAM management phones that you're gonna reopen applications, have multiple things running in the background. It's like Asphalt 9 was in a similar position. We'll go into PUBG Mobile. This one seems to be reloading, but this could be because we have to get back to the lobby and I closed it out. So let's go into the Starbucks and you can see S22 Ultra better there. eBay, you could see the same. Amazon, pretty similar. Let's go to Twitter, pretty similar. Groupon, and let's go to Instagram and you can see pretty good. Clock, pretty good. Calculator, pretty good. Calendar, also very good. So kind of just going through applications, using things like pop view and things like that, it's going to give you basically the same exact experience. So you don't have to really worry with either of these about the performance day to day, especially when you are running multiple applications side by side. They're both going to do a fantastic job here. All right guys, so let's quickly go ahead and open the cameras and see which one can do this faster. You can see that looked like the S21 Ultra. I'll do it again. 3, 2, go. You can see that one a little bit closer. One more time. 3, 2, go. Yeah, slightly on the S21 Ultra. Let's go ahead and hit the photo. And you can see the overall shutter speed, not too much different. They both do hold down to record. And then if you want to swipe down for shutter, they're both going to take rapid fire photos. However, you do get a little bit better performance on the camera with the S22 Ultra for sure. They're always improving the cameras, but I kind of like the way it looked on the S21 Ultra versus how it's just exposed there on the S22 Ultra. But still love both of them, and I think the S22 Ultra is the one I would pick for sure. I was looking for the better overall photography and videography experience. All right, so our Geekbench results are in. You can see that on the single core, my S22 Ultra received 779. Now, the S21 Ultra received 590 on this test here. In the multi-core score, 2621 here for the S22 Ultra, in 2644. So these scores are not great. I don't know why I'm getting these types of scores, but the S21 surprisingly beat the S22 Ultra in the multi-core score. So let's wrap it up here. My conclusion here is that even though you have the latest and greatest processor in the S22 Ultra, in the real world application of things, actually using the S21 Ultra, trying them out, I've actually found it to have less delays in certain areas, and the S22 Ultra to feel about the same performance. Both of them are top of the line performers, but at the same time, if you still wanted to pick up an S21 Ultra performance wise, it's on the same level. It really doesn't matter about the different chipset, even though, technically speaking, from a technological standpoint, it is better. It really doesn't seem to be much better in the actual experience. So overall, pick the S22 Ultra for other reasons. The S Pen in the body, you love the wider screen, you love the brighter screen, you love the camera more. Pick the S21 Ultra if you like the angles of it, the design of it, the looks of it. you know, you're gonna want to decide on other factors, because speed here, usually the newer phone beats it, but not so much today. Let me know your thoughts on this one down below. Do you have the S21 Ultra? Did you go to the S22 Ultra? Did you upgrade? Are you happy? Are you not? Let me know everything. Let me know your experience. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one. Nick here, and peace.